Alright, hello everyone. This is Rich, and I'm doing a video on movies that, I don't know, it was something I saw that Scab Boy did on YouTube about movies that should be on DVD that aren't, or if they are, it's very limited or even not in this country. So that's what these videos are going to be about. Movies in my collection that I've either converted to DVD, gotten a bootleg from on conventions, or that I have on VHS itself and haven't converted yet to DVD. So yes, so to the best of my knowledge, either all these movies that I'm showing you are not on VHS, or are just on VHS. On DVD very limited, or on DVD in another country that was limited as well. Okay, so let's begin. I have 4 VHSs here, then I'm going to move on to DVDs. Okay, alright, first one is one I got yesterday, The Salvation Army, for $1, which is a very funny campy movie called The Brain, which is about like a brain alien thing that looks like a brain, and it gets bigger and bigger as more people it kind of consumes or takes their mind over. He kind of takes over this host of a TV show, and he uses the TV show to kill people with or something. And like it's part of like this high school like kid is like figuring out like this whole plan about it. And I'm surprised like this kind of movie isn't out on DVD, because it's like really fun, really campy horror comedy, or even a sci-fi comedy. I don't know, I really like this movie. I can probably throw it in at any time and get a laugh out of it. This one I've seen at conventions. I know it's not on DVD. I've only seen it on VHS. This is the same one, same Salvation Army I got it from. I've never watched it, but you know, it looked interesting. So it's called Twice Dead. Here's the back. It's a Prism tape or Nielsen Entertainment tape. Next one is, I believe I put in my recent DVD update, which I think because of the actor in it, it should come out on DVD, unless, you know, there's some weird distributor problem with it. Twisted, with Christian Slater, the psychological thriller where it's like a evil little kid going around killing people or kills like one person and a cat, but he's like really menacing evil kid going around, like, you know, killing people, being nasty and stuff like that. And I'm really surprised that like a movie like this like isn't out on DVD. I mean, you could just gain profit from this movie from the guy's name alone. I don't know. Next one, I believe Tom Savini sells DVDs of this, but I don't know if it's just a like VHS transfer or something. But it's my old ass copy of Scream Greats. It's Scream Greats, Tom Savini, Master of Horror. I believe this is volume 1. I think there's only 2 or 3 volumes of this. Yeah. So I'm surprised it's out now on DVD, because it's a really interesting documentary and stuff like that. It was released by Fangoria back in the day. So yeah. Alright, next is these movies here. It's a small pile. These are DVDs I keep over in there, just because I ran out of room on my giant DVD shelf, which I have to make a new one, so they go in there for right now. First one I have is my DVD TV rips of Ah Real Monsters. I really do think Nickelodeon needs to get on the ball and put these on DVD. I really do think they would sell, because a lot of people like those Nicktoons when they come out, like with Doug and Rocco and Ren and Stimpy, you know, and all that stuff. I really do think they would sell. I just don't know why. Maybe there's some weird shit like with who owns it, and like does Nickelodeon partly own it, and blah blah blah. Okay, I got a couple more minutes with this one. Next one, I don't think it should be out on DVD, but it could come out on DVD, and it would probably sell because the movie's just terrible. I did a whole video about this one film on how atrocious it is, so if you want to know more about it, go see my video on it, the worst movie ever made, Heavy Metal Massacre. Which I found out, this guy on the cover is actually the director of the film. His name is Bobby Young, it says on here, but it's actually the director, which I don't know his name offhand. But if you go look up the director of this compared to this photo, the new photo that they have on here, he looks like a diesel ass wrestler. Yeah. Let's see. Next one here is a movie I talked about on a DVD update not too long ago. Stewardess School, which is a campy 80s sex comedy with Judy Landers in it, Donald Most, and that's about it. It's about like just like the worst stewardess to ever go through a stewardess school, and they get hired by what's his name? Stromboli Airlines to like be the stewardesses, and they're getting like their final grades on this one flight, and shenanigans happen, and a crazy man gets blown by Judy Landers, which I think is awesome, and I think Judy Landers needed to do more blowjob scenes in movies. You don't actually see anything, but it's all implied. Okay, a couple more minutes here, I get done with these. Next one is, I know this movie will never be released on an official DVD because of all the rights issues and stuff like that, but I would really like to see a better copy of it exist, especially since Rampage came out. I really do think it could get be rescored and stuff like that. Turkish Star Wars, or it's also called The Man That Saved the World. But I don't know how to say this part here correctly, so I'm not going to try. But it's also called The Man That Saved the World, I believe. And if you want to know more about Turkish Star Wars, go look it up on YouTube. There's like an assload of clips about it. This version, though, I found the English subtitles which go along with it. It's quite interesting, I'll tell you that. Last one is a movie I did a review for, which I think is really cool. It's Adam Antonet, Bruce Dern, Catherine Marie Stewart, which you would know from Night of the Comets, and Julius Carey III, which you would know from the sidekick of Bruce Campbell from Briscoe County Jr. That's the only other thing I remember him from. World Gone Wild, which is one of those apocalypse films, like after the spoke of post-apocalyptic films where water's scarce and people are fighting over it and there's crazy people doing crazy things. If you want to know more about this, go see my review, or there's a good couple trailers online. Just Google it. I really do think this movie, especially with a lot of other post-apocalyptic movies that came out, like not too long ago, like the post-apocalyptic collection, I don't know why this movie shouldn't be released. Alright, that's it for part 1. There'll probably be 2 more parts in this. So if you're still interested in movies that should be released on DVD, in my opinion, stay tuned. Bye.